Welcome to Ambassador's Daily Banquet, Odo, your daily spiritual nourishment. Yeah, yeah, we feast on God's word, draw strength from his promises to live as true ambassadors. Jure, receive fresh revelation to empower your faith. Oh yeah, let us step into today's banquet. Come on, step into the banquet.
You know, we all have those moments, the ones that really test us. Today, we're going to dig into a powerful idea from our source material. What if those huge struggles aren't the end of the story? What if they're actually the beginning of our greatest strength? Let's dive in.
I mean, have you ever felt that feeling like life's struggles are just way too much to handle, like the weight is just completely overwhelming you? Yeah, if you've ever been in that spot, then stick around. This is for you.
Okay, so this right here, this is the heart of what we're talking about today. It's from the Apostle Paul, and honestly, it's a pretty radical idea when you think about it. He's saying that whatever we're going through right now, no matter how painful it is, it's just nothing. It can't even be compared to the glory that's on its way. This completely flips the script on how we're supposed to look at hardship. So, let's talk about that weight, because it is so real. And what's important here is that this message isn't about ignoring our pain or just pretending everything's fine. Not at all. It's about giving us a totally new lens to see it through. And the central symbol for this whole idea, it's the cross. Now think about it. The cross represents two things at the exact same time. Incredible suffering, but also the ultimate win, the ultimate triumph and resurrection. And that's the key. It helps us see our own struggles not as some dead-end street, but as a really important part of a much bigger journey. So look at how this breaks down. On one side, you've got the stuff we deal with right now, the hardship, the pain, which this viewpoint says is just temporary. But on the other side, you have this promise of something eternal, victory, resurrection, purpose. And the main point here is that it's not even a fair comparison. They're not on the same scale at all. One is so much bigger than the other. Okay, so that sounds good in theory, right? But how do we actually turn that idea into real strength when we're in the thick of it? Well, the source material gives us some pretty amazing examples of what this faith looks like in action.
First up, you've got Jesus. His story is the ultimate example of unimaginable pain leading directly to resurrection. Then there's Stephen, the very first Christian martyr. I mean, as he's dying, he actually forgives the people killing him. Incredible. And it's not just ancient history. The source points to people right now, today, who go through loss and hardship but find this incredible courage because they hold on to this same perspective.
So, what's the big takeaway here? Is that this belief, it's like an anchor. It holds you steady. It's this constant reminder that even when your pain feels like it's everything, it's just a temporary part of a much larger, eternal plan. And you know, knowing that doesn't just help you. It gives you the strength to help and inspire the people around you too. All right, so we get the idea, but the million-dollar question is, how do we actually do this? How do we apply it when we're the ones who are hurting? Wow, the source material kind of puts a challenge to us right here. It asks us to stop and really look at what we're going through and be honest with ourselves. Are we just letting discouragement run the show? Or are we making an active choice to put our trust in something bigger than our problems? And just thinking about it is only the first step. The goal is action. The source lays out this simple three-step path. First, declare it. Actually say it out loud. The cross is my source of hope and strength. Make it real. Second, commit. Make a conscious choice to trust, especially when every single instinct is telling you not to. And third, lead. Use your own story, your own perseverance to be a light for other people.
And if you're looking for the words to say, the source offers this prayer. It's really just a way to voice that commitment, asking for the strength to actually live out those steps we just talked about.
Now, for some of you, hearing all this might spark something new, maybe a desire to start your own journey of faith. If that's you, the source provides a really clear guide for that, and it's called the Prayer of Salvation. Let's take a look. So, before we get to the prayer itself, let's just break down the core ideas behind it. It really boils down to four things. First, just acknowledging you need help, what the text calls being a sinner. Second, believing that Jesus is the Son of God and that he offers a solution. Third, openly confessing that belief. And finally, accepting the forgiveness and the brand new start that this path offers. And here's a version of that prayer. It's a simple, direct conversation, just expressing that choice to begin a new path of faith. Okay, so shifting gears a little bit, beyond your own personal faith, the organization behind this material also has a global mission you can be a part of. They lay out 3 main ways to get involved. You can become a prayer partner, you can serve as a volunteer, or you can support the work financially as a kingdom investor.
And if you want to stay plugged in and keep growing with the community, there are a ton of ways to do that. They've got things like a midnight prayer on WhatsApp, different declaration groups, business groups, messages and podcasts on Telegram. Plus, you can follow along on all the usual spots like Facebook, LinkedIn, TikTok, and YouTube to stay connected.
So we've come full circle, right back to where we started, with you and your experience. We've explored this whole framework for finding hope right in the middle of hardship. Now, the final question is a personal one. What specific struggle, big or small, will you choose to view through this lens of faith and trust, starting?
Thank you for watching. Please share, like, and comment. Your host, God7, David F. Wafulu.